So I was talking to you. I was mentioning my life foods, makochito sauce. Charlie, if you get some, you finish with that. Me my car and my sorry and I made you one dance here. So well that is what we are coming to talk about entrepreneurship that can really help you to move to that next stage and that next level with whatever you are into. So it's going to be an inspiring section whilst we have a conversation with our guest this morning.
Boogie on the beats, yeah.
Join us on our WhatsApp platform if you have any questions or comments, anything you'd like to share with us. We'll be glad to put it across to our guest this morning. And again, she is in the person of Mrs. Susanna Bina Preko Dankwa, and she's a November born. She just celebrated her birthday some couple of days ago, and just this week, I believe so. And we can only say happy belated birthday wish to her. She is in the studio this morning, and we are going to have a very, very fruitful session and an inspiring section. If you are aiming to become an entrepreneur like yourself, I believe that this will inspire you, this will motivate you, and it will urge you on and not let you relax. And like my inspirational message for you this morning said, get it on, move on, and do whatever you need to do to grab that opportunity. So, madam, very good morning to you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you again.
Very good morning to you too.
Nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you again. I see you are all doing good.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
I got grace.
yes.
I'm fine.
We thank God, and happy belated birthday going out to you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean, I
you
just realized
very
you were
much.
November born.
Yes, it was on Sunday.
It was on Sunday.
Yes, 27th.
Yeah, then we missed the party. Oh.
Oh, the way the system make, you know.
Oh, on the low key, eh?
Very low key.
Some low key crowd. Okay.
Very
All
low
right. So,
key.
she's the CEO of My Life Foods, and we are basically going to discuss about entrepreneurship and all that she's doing within a setup. And first of all, madam, we'll be getting to look at most of the products you have made on the market. But first of all, we would like to find out how did the idea for your business and all that you are involved in came about. Did you just sleep one day and woke up and you said like, let me begin to do this? How did it come about?
Oh, well, a big good morning to your listeners and the viewers. And the idea didn't just pop up. No. So
Wow.
it's actually started with my brother and I.
Okay.
I have 4 brothers.
Okay.
They all attended Presec.
Okay. Ɔdadeɛ.
My dad.
So your daddy related.
My dad is a Presecant.
Okay.
He finished in 55.
Wow.
And
And
all
that's
my
the
brothers.
Odumaset Krobo time.
Yes. All my brothers followed up at Presec.
Okay.
Yes.
That's really
all
nice.
my 4 brothers. And my mother went to Ebri Girls, so I also followed in Ebri Girls.
Every girls. Okay.
So
Then it is the same line.
in the same line,
mean,
We are not lost.
Our academic spouses.
Yes, we are not
Ebri
lost
girls.
at all. So one afternoon we were cooking,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
4th brother and I. And then he just said, why do people go through so much stress
Like to cook and
to
all
cook
that. Mm.
when we can have especially spice, healthy spice,
Mhm.
ready for cooking?
Okay. Like
then-
the spice that we use in the kitchen.
Yes.
Like
yes.
the
ginger,
garlic, the ginger, and the
onions.
rest. Okay.
So he said, do you think doing this and selling would fly? I said, oh, let's give it a try. So we did. That was somewhere in 95, 96, yes. So we tried it and we were only giving it to friends,
Okay.
family members
Okay.
to take their comments.
So then how did you do it? So you mix the...
You mix all. We just, at first, it was just 3 local spices.
Okay.
Ginger, onion, garlic.
Okay. Ginger, onion, garlic. And then you
yeah.
mix it together.
We blend them together
Okay.
in the right proportion in a
Okay.
jar.
Okay.
And then we're selling.
Okay. So then it's ready to be used if you are cooking.
Yeah, so after your onions, you add 1 spoon. You add your tomatoes, your stew is ready.
You are good to go.
If you're steaming meat, you add a spoonful to it. If you're frying fish, you add some spoons to it, you toss it, give it some time, you
Mm-hmm.
fry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how the business started.
Okay.
It didn't start with the name Malai Mix.
Okay.
We just gave it a spice mix. That's how we started.
Okay.
Yes, spice mix.
And at the time, you were just giving to friends to try it
Yes,
on.
yes, friends and then family members just to try it. So it
Okay.
wasn't really something we were selling. But I mean, when we meet you, we are like, oh, we are bringing out this thing. We want you to try it. Give us your comments and let's see how. So that's how the business actually started.
Okay.
Yes.
And
But because at that time I was working, I was a
Okay.
banker.
okay, so then you didn't have much time.
No. And he was also running his business.
Business.
So we wanted something that would just fly in between the lines and then
Mhm.
see how it rolls. Yes.
But what sort of feedback did you receive from
Oh, we
those
had-
friends
we had-
who initially tasted
We
it?
had great feedback.
Okay.
We had great feedback. Some
Mhm.
would tell you, okay, why don't you add the spice?
Mm-hmm.
And then we were thinking, what if this spice someone is asking us to add, someone has an allergy to it?
Mm-hmm.
So we were a bit skeptical. We stuck to the 3 for a very long time before we decided to add on other spices. Yeah.
Okay. So from that feedback, then when you had time to begin to, do it on a commercial basis, or how did that transform into what it is now?
Okay, so when we had that feedback, it took time. It took about, I would say about 7 to 8 years.
Okay.
Before we decided to make it a business to run.
4 years.
Yes, 8 years.
8 years.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Before we decided to make it a business to run.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you had any kind of push or some sort of inspiration, something that really pushed you to, let's do this on a large scale?
For started, it was me getting tired of my job.
Your job. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Because the banking, I get there, I leave the house at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at job at 6.
Mm-hmm.
I work till 5, 6. I leave, go to school, come home, and it was a daily routine like that.
Okay.
There was no break for myself.
Okay.
So when there was a consolidation of banks,
Okay. At that time.
yes, then I decided, okay, I think it's about time I quit this one
Mm-hmm.
and then concentrate
On what?
on what my heart wants.
Okay.
Yes.
So this brings me to this key question as to what was your key driving force to become an entrepreneur. Was it something that you really wanted to just give it a try and see it work, or you gave it a thought full time?
I gave it a thought full time
Mm-hmm.
because I would say that the main thing that drove me was thinking that I was in charge of my time.
Okay.
Yes, I'm in charge of my time. I had the desire to fulfill that missing gap in cooking.
Okay.
Cooking is my hobby naturally.
Okay.
So I just thought if I would have the time, I would be in charge of my time. I would have time for family, myself as well.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's better to get off the career
Mm.
and then pick that is a passion.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what actually motivated me to move on.
Wow, that's great. If you have any questions, don't forget we will be expecting them, and then we'll be reading them now to our guests. Send them to 02000 92925. So, what after doing those spices, I believe that you transform them, and can you really take us through the kind of products or the services you are offering as of now?
Okay, so I do 2 main products.
Okay.
I have the Malai Paposhito sauce
Okay.
and I have the Malai spice mix.
Okay.
So the Malai spice mix comes in 2 forms. I have the paste and the powder. Some prefer the powder for traveling, some prefer it for dry marinade,
Okay.
barbecue. Some prefer the natural fresh ginger mix for cooking.
Okay.
So I have it in those 2 forms. Then I have the Malai Paposhito sauce.
Okay.
The Malai Paposhito sauce is a ready-to-eat green sauce. Okay, so what motivated me to do the green sauce was I did a research on the market and I realized that when shrimps,
Okay.
you know the red shrimps we use for
Yes.
when it's in shortage, a lot of people add cola.
Cola.
Yes,
The
basin,
normal cola, basin. Okay.
the red one,
Okay.
so they can make money.
Okay. They added to.
Yes,
The
it's the
shito.
same color. No, they add it to the shrimps they have. For example, if she has maybe 10 olunkes and she wants to make 12 olunkes, she just blends the cola and mixes it. It's all red, so you won't see.
Oh, okay. But it doesn't change the taste in any way.
It doesn't change the taste in any way.
Okay.
And then again, the ginger powder. Some of the market women were mixing it with kokunte.
Okay.
So I said, why can't I haven't seen green sauce on the market? So why don't I switch from the black? Because the black is very common.
The black is everywhere. We all ate it in school.
Yes.
I mean.
So why don't I just switch, do the green, someone opens it, is ready to eat, and then we go.
Okay.
So that's where the idea came from.
Okay.
But before then, I'd been doing the spice, because what happened was my brother said, look, for the job I'm doing, I can't concentrate on this spice thing. So take it full force and run with it.
Okay.
So I decided to pick it up as my baby.
Okay.
So I did the spice for a very long time before the shito idea
came up.
Oh,
I see.
So when the shito idea came up, then I realized that now I need to take it a step further and have it registered.
Okay.
Because at that time, there were issues about people having products. FDA was destroying
products on the market.
And I wanted to get into every home, as many homes as I can. So if I want to do that, then I have to be registered to make my product authentic.
Okay.
Yes, so I had it registered with FDA. Yes, so these are the two main products that I do. But I offer other services, as people calling for soups for the house.
Okay.
People are having a party in the office. They want you to come and cook for them.
Cook for them, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why I started with the spice too was I wanted people to stop eating the artificial flavorings. The truth to be told, I'm not destroying anyone's brand, but it is not healthy. A lot of these breast cancers, cervical cancers
and all those things.
Breast is from it. It helps. It might not be the main cause.
Okay.
But it helps, because anything artificial getting into the body. Yes. And then our forefathers didn't have these things, but they ate tasty meals anyway and healthy meals anyway.
And they stayed longer.
Yeah. So why can't we just go back to eating healthy and staying longer and living longer for our children?
Yeah.
Yes. So those are the main things that I put into thinking. That made me produce the products I'm talking about.
Okay. So for aside doing the spice, doing the Bakweshi store green sauce, and then somebody calling in for an order.
Yeah.
So those are, like, let's say, your three main products or services that you offer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you struggle to come up with a company name?
No.
Malai Foods.
I didn't, because, well, Malai is a nickname my brothers gave me.
Okay.
Yes. As a child, they all called me Malai. I don't know how they got the name. Don't ask me.
I'll ask you.
So I grew up, even in the house, everyone is Malai. Everyone calls me Malai.
Okay.
Well, the story behind that I was told was I used to like the song Malaika.
Okay.
Yes. And I could never sing the full song. So I just do the Malai and then I stop. The rest is rubbish. And so they started calling me Malai.
Okay.
Yes. And so I would pick a crayon and then on the wall I'll just do Malai with all shapes, and the name just stayed.
Okay.
So when I started my business, I said, why am I struggling to get a name?
Okay.
Let's just use Malai.
So
it's Malai mix and then Malai Bakweshi sauce.
Malai mix and Malai Bakweshi sauce.
Yes.
Well, I know sometimes before you started all this with your brother came in and Charlie say Malai, run with it and all that. Sometimes you need some form of capital, you need some source of funding. How do you do that? Did you begin doing this on a larger scale, or maybe on a smaller scale?
No, on a very small scale.
Okay. So was funding difficult?
Very, 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 very difficult. But,
okay.
Well, at the time, thanks to my brothers, they were a great support.
Okay.
So whenever I needed something and then I had to push through with cash, I knew I could always fall on them. And then when I got married, I had my husband also helping me. a lot in terms of funds, because being an entrepreneur is frustrating, it's lonely. I won't lie to you. Sometimes you do some things, the cash just runs through your fingers.
Okay.
You don't know what happens. Prices of products going up. Someone would order, wouldn't pay on time.
Okay.
But you need the money to do other
Other
things. So there must always be a continuous cash flow.
Okay.
Sometimes you would have so many people taking orders from you, keeping the money. Suddenly they all pay you, then you are comfortable. But until they do, you would have to always find money to be running the business and keeping it going. So support, yes, I've had so much support from family and even friends as well. Yes.
Okay. So that's the kind of support that has, I mean,
kept me going.
All right. So how successful have you been with your customers? I mean, they are your prospective clients. How have you succeeded in really winning them to sustain your products?
I keep my customer service up to the top, because that is the basic thing that would keep them running. When I think generally in Ghana, customer service is very poor.
Okay.
Very, very poor. Because someone would
you see it as a general problem?
Yes, I see it as a general problem. Someone calls you, wants to know about your product. You won't take your time to explain the product to the person. You just go ahead, and then in your mind is like, look, you're asking me too many questions. If you buy it, buy it. If you buy it, stop.
Okay.
But the person needs to be educated about your product and know what it's about. So you take your time, explain, know how best you can get the product to the person if your product is not on the shelves. My product is not on the shelves. Reason being, it is a natural product that must always be kept frozen. Okay. So if someone is keeping my product and doesn't freeze it and it goes bad, and the customer buys it and has issues, Malai Food is in trouble.
It affects your brand.
Yes. So I don't have it on the shelves yet because I need that company or those shops that are ready to pick it and promise keeping it frozen.
Okay.
Till it leaves their shelves.
Okay.
Yes. So customer service, I'm back to what I was saying. Customer service is very important. If you just treat your customers anyhow, what I do is that when someone orders my product, I take my time to know you, know where you're located, how did you get to know about my product. Yes. Someone will say, well, I ate it at a party and I picked your number. Okay, great. So if it's a shito, do you want hot or mild?
Mild, okay.
You explain. The hot is extremely hot. The mild is sweetly mild, so children can take it. Okay, what do you want in it? The person explains all that. Where can I find you? I do the deliveries myself.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to meet the person taking my product.
Okay.
And then strike a sort of a relationship with the person. Because you never know. I meet them, I strike the relationship with them. The next time I meet the person at another program, the way of introduction, the person will say, oh, meet this lady. She doesn't even remember your name. Sometimes they don't remember my name. Okay. But then all they say, she makes very sweet paprika sauce. Order some from her. You won't regret it after him. And then your business grows. So customer service is very, very important. And I always take feedback.
Okay. So
you tasted the sauce. What would you say?
So do you call your customers back after they are
Yes, whenever I deliver, I send you a text message.
Okay.
That if you love my product, give me some feedback. Tell other people about the good thing you are eating.
Okay.
So I would always take feedback. If I don't hear from you after a week, I'll call.
You call.
Say, oh, I supplied you shito. How did you find? Did you like it? Is it okay? When are you taking your next jar? So you have to always keep the customer service going. Okay. And I always keep my social media handles active.
Okay.
I had to get someone to do that because I would not have the time to do my production and all that. So you have to get someone to do that if it's good for you. The person is always on the social media posting things. You do videos, he's posting. He's always keeping your social media alive, pages alive and interesting. So people know that whenever they go there. And then it's always a reminder. Sometimes someone has just a little bit of spice left. Until the person sees your artwork, she doesn't remember that it's finished.
It's finished.
So that's another way I keep.
So like I was coming to ask, by which medium do you market or
Facebook,
advertise your business?
Mainly Facebook and then Instagram. Yes, mainly Facebook and Instagram. Now, if you have to do a lot of TV and radio, there is a huge fee to pay to FDA before you can do that.
Okay.
Yes, unless a radio station calls you for a promotional thing like this,
yeah,
it's different.
Okay.
But
if you have to go to full-time,
yes, if they know you're paying for your advertisements to be run, that's on a different scale.
Different thing.
Yes.
And that means that you need to really go in and then seek those kind of arrangement before you can go.
And it's a lot of money for. If it's a small business, sometimes it's difficult to find that amount of money to pay to have these kind of things. But social media, FDA says they don't have any control over social media. So as much as possible, it's been the best means for me to make all my noise that I want to make. Yes. So basically, those are the two things I do to keep my customers up to the game, because it is one good customer who will tell another person about you, and then your customer base will grow. One dissatisfied customer can just bring your business down. Yes.
That's really good. So I mean, using this Facebook and other things has been successful.
Yeah, it has. And sometimes it's even just face to face.
Okay.
I go for a wedding, I go for a party.
So you talk to people?
I talk to people. I mean, someone who is just sitting next by me. Hi, what do you do? I do this. Okay, try me. One day I'll bring lunch to your office. Just for you to taste. They taste it. The next minute they are ordering food. So that's how it works for me. Yes.
So how many hours do you put into work? It looks like there's a lot of work to be done with this. Are you working alone? Do you have employees?
No, I don't have employees.
Okay.
I work alone.
Okay.
Yes, I work alone.
Okay.
I spend, when I have a very packed day, I can spend about 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
And I prefer working in the night.
Oh, I see.
I prefer working in the night because during the day, when I'm cooking, there's a lot of sneezing because of the pepper.
The pepper.
My husband is around, he's sneezing. My little boy is sneezing. Yes. When they are asleep and locked in the bedroom,
then
I'm alone.
Okay.
In the enclosure.
Okay.
Fixing on and it's quiet. Everyone is asleep.
Okay.
So I'm able to concentrate, because it's important. If you lose focus and you label a hot sauce mild, you put the person into trouble.
So like that sort of change. Instead of putting a label on a hot one, go and put mild.
Yes. So you need a lot of concentration. You are combining spices. When there's someone interrupting you with talk, you might put a double dose of a particular spice.
Okay.
Yes. So in the night I get full maximum. So what happens is that during the day I take all my orders. So people know that when they order, they get it the next day.
Okay.
Yes. So as I sit here, my WhatsApp, my messages are coming. My orders are coming in. When I'm done here, I sit and I write all my orders out in columns. So I know that I'm producing so much sauce hot.
And
I'm producing so much mild. I'm producing so much spice. And so by the end of the day, by 6, 7, 8 latest, when my little boy is asleep and I am free now, I start my production. So latest by morning 5 or 4, I'm done with my production.
Wow.
And then,
you alone?
Yes, and then it's all stored up.
Okay.
It's all stored up. So when I hit the road running to do my delivery, I've planned my route.
Your day already?
It's all planned. I'm going here, from here, I'm doing this, from here, I have a meeting here, from here, I have a meeting here.
Okay.
And as I'm driving, orders are coming in for
the next day.
Yes.
That's really
That's why
great.
I said that entrepreneurship can be very lonely and frustrating.
Wow.
Because when the day ends, you are tired.
I was coming to ask you, how do you make time to rest?
Yeah, so what you need is maybe relaxing and enjoying yourself. Or no. When the orders are there. Unless at the end of the day, your orders that have come in are very few. Then you know that, I can finish this in 3 hours.
In 3 hours and then have some rest.
So because of that, at the least opportunity, I have a very good rest.
Okay.
Yes, at the least opportunity. I won't switch the phone off. I'll put it on silent. So when I wake up and there are calls, I can return the calls and find out whether they are orders.
Okay. And
then if messages are coming into, I'm able to get my messages as well.
That's great.
So that's how it works.
That's great. Working by yourself.
Yes.
I have a message
Not
here.
to cut you, but the satisfaction is that you are not working with anyone's time. You understand?
I understand.
No one is telling you that. Why are you not at work at 8? I'm querying you.
Yes.
There's nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I wake up and I can't satisfy my customers, I'm able to send them a message and say, due to such and such a reason, Malai Foods is not able to give you your
produce or
products.
maybe deliver at this
time. That is the comfort.
Okay.
Yes, that's the comfort.
Well, I'll come back to the message, but I've had opportunity of tasting Malai shito sauce, the papo shito. I see you sometimes add some pork. You have ones that you add dry fish, and how do you get that? Is it something that you do on a regular basis, or if somebody puts in an order before?
Yes, if someone puts in when someone puts in an order,
okay,
there are 4 basic questions I ask you.
Okay.
So do you want the sauce hot or mild?
Mm-hmm.
When you said that, I ask you, what size do you want? Do you want the 300 gram size or the 600 gram size?
Okay.
So when I know that, then the next thing I ask you is that, what do you want in it? Then you can decide, I want fish, I want chicken, I want pork. What I do is I don't store pork because of my Muslim customers.
Okay.
So it is when you have ordered before I go and get pork.
Pork, okay.
Yes, so that
okay.
I can make that special order for you.
Okay.
Yes, so it's either chicken, gizzard, pork. Some vegetarians would ask for mushroom.
Mushroom in the sauce.
The sauce, yes.
Okay, and then you mix that
with the sauce. I have a way of preparing it. It comes out very crunchy, just like meat.
Meat, okay. Yes.
So it's either beef, fish, chicken, pork, gizzard, or mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And but the person needs to order that before you.
Yes, you need to tell me what you want in it.
Okay. You just don't produce them out.
No. I have to be. The reason being that. If you just put it out and it's not because I want my customers to enjoy it fresh.
Yes.
And now that they are not in the shops and they are with me, I prefer that you tell me what you want. I put in there for you before I deliver.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So, well, to talk about how to preserve your shito, and are there any added preservatives or anything? I mean, it's just a raw sauce. Take us through that aspect.
It's just a raw sauce.
Okay. There's no added artificial
for the sauce,
kind
you
of.
have your ginger, garlic, your pepper, and then it's bottled for you with whatever you want in there.
So I need to consume it once I buy it, or how do I preserve it?
It's in the freezer.
Okay.
Keep it frozen.
Okay.
Last month, a customer called me from Dubai. She said, I'm cleaning my freezer and I saw a sauce I bought from you 3 months ago. Is it okay to take? I said, my dear, it's a natural product. It's like keeping yogurt or fan milk in your freezer.
So you just have to reheat it.
Just bring it out and warm it.
Okay.
Now, it is a stipulated instruction from FDA that every product should have at least 3 months shelf life. So that is what is on my bottle. On your bottle, so
3 months. 3 months shelf life.
3 months shelf life.
Okay.
But because it is natural, even if you take it after that 3 months, you're still safe because it's kept in your freezer. That's why you don't put it on a shelf. If it's kept outside, that is when that one after 10 days it will start going bad. Okay. Because I don't have any preservative in it.
Okay.
But once it's in your freezer and it's kept frozen, and you see, because I did not put preservatives, it doesn't become hard.
Oh, okay.
So when you bring it out, it's still like stew.
It's still like stew. So even if it's in the freezer, it doesn't freeze.
No.
Like maybe other things in the fridge will freeze.
Yes.
Okay.
So if your freezer is very, very strong and it turns hard, bring it out 5 minutes. It melts like stew. Okay. You can scoop like stew. Yes.
Because there are no
it's natural.
Preservatives.
100% natural.
Wow.
It is my spice that will freeze because there's no oil.
Okay.
In the spice.
Okay.
Yes. So that one too, when you bring it out, you set it in water. After 10 minutes, it's melted, and then you can do your cooking. Or even if you want to bring it out before you go to work, by the time you come, it's melted, and then you can use it for cooking.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we're having a conversation on entrepreneurship with our guest in the studio this morning. And your comments are welcome. You can send them to us on 02000 92925. We're on the business edition of The Breeze, and very solid conversation this morning with Mrs. Susan Abenapre-Kodankwa, CEO of My Life Foods. Just in case you have any questions or comments, please keep sending them in. Even if you have orders, you send it to us. We'll push it to her, and she will deliver for you. Let's talk a bit about how you get your raw materials, how you get your supplies. I believe that those things are the things that really helps you to deliver these good sources that you and spices that you give to us. How do you come by it?
Okay, so I get my raw materials from the market. Now with my ginger powder and with my ginger, I pick it from the market.
Okay.
I have people I've employed at the market to scrape, clean, take the peels off.
Okay.
So when I bring it home,
so you buy it directly from the market?
Yes.
You have a market woman that
yes,
probably supplies
yes.
you.
So the ginger, I pick it home and then I soak it overnight.
Okay.
I soak it overnight so that all the sand particles will settle at the bottom.
Okay.
And then I scrub it with a brush before I put in the freezer. My onions, my other products, the only thing I get from outside the country are the black pepper, the onion powder, and the garlic powder I mix with my spice mix powder.
You get them out from outside?
Yes.
Outside from where?
From London. My brothers
okay.
get that for me.
For you, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So with my black pepper powder, my onion powder, and my garlic powder, I get from London and mix with the local spices.
But apart from that, all the materials are available locally.
Yes. The reason why I don't get the garlic powder here is that when the garlic powder, I tried it with the garlic powder I buy here, it hardens after some time, which I didn't understand.
Okay.
It kicks up. Yes, after some time. And because we do not have such a long season for drying the onions, the onion flakes that I get to have the same issue.
Okay.
But from there, I know it's done properly, so I just mix it with my local spices here, and I have it.
Wow, that's really great. Helping the food chain to grow. I mean, so you don't really deal with farmers directly, you deal with market women.
No. I haven't had any farmer.
Okay.
To, for example, supply me with my green pepper.
Green pepper. Okay.
Yes.
You haven't had any.
No, I haven't had any farmer approach
you.
Yes.
Okay.
Though I've a few times I've put on Facebook anyone to supply. Yes. But then I had this market woman who also gets the pepper, and because it's in a raw state, and I don't add anything. If the pepper is crazy hot, it's crazy hot. I can't help you.
You can't help you. By calming it down.
I can't help you in any way. It is only when you want it mild that I can help you by adding onions to calm it down.
Calm it down.
But when I say it's hot, it's the same measurement I use.
Okay.
So that one, you have to sweat it through with water, but still enjoy your meal.
Well, as an entrepreneur, and of course, doing all this buying for the market women, you're trying to put your stuff together. I know you go into the aspect of packaging, which also add up cost to you. I mean, what you are producing. Looking at the current state of our economic situation in the country now, has it had any effect on your production, or probably you being an entrepreneur?
To start, I'll say any better.
Any better, sir.
Because you see, you can't keep increasing your product price.
Okay. Based on the fact that every day, each day you go to the market, pepper is increasing, ginger is increasing.
You can't, because when you do that, one, you tend to lose your customers. Okay. Now, what if there's a sudden decrease? What will you do? Will you also decrease? So you have to find a way of maintaining the product price, but still satisfy the customers. So you go, and sometimes there are very few customers that I used to sell the big bottle, the published store, the big bottle for 25 cedis. Okay. Now I've kept that price since I can see beginning of the year. Now from the way things are going, I have to switch to 30 because I've held the shock for too long.
Okay.
Now I can't keep the shock again.
So first it was 20.
At first it was 25.
25.
Yes. Now it's come to
30.
After how many? 8, 9, 11 months. You understand? But everything has gone up. Your bottles that you're using for packaging has gone up. The one who is printing your labels prices have gone up. The seal prices have gone up. When you go to the markets, the raw materials have gone up. You are even paying FDA for re-registration of your product.
Okay.
It's also gone
up. Is that yearly?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also gone up. So, but you can't let it affect. Otherwise, from 25 in August, it would have been 30 in September.
Okay. But you still held October,
on. 40 in because the prices are still
going up.
Yes, they are still going up. Not to talk about the paprika, I'm using oil.
Yeah, and oil is very
expensive.
Expensive now.
But you can't, because one, you know how good your product is. I told one customer that I'm sorry, sir, I have to switch from 25 to 30. He said it's the same quality. I don't have a problem.
Okay.
If your quality changes,
that's where the problem
I have
is.
A problem.
Yes.
But if it's the same quality, I understand that things are going up. So you have to also go. You've even kept for too long. And you've managed to keep all your customers, and then yes. So it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Where you really feel the pinch is when people have ordered for food.
Like a whole packed meal.
Yes.
There's not like a shit up.
Yeah. And they know that maybe 6 months down the line, you brought them lunch and you gave them a plate at 25 cedis. And now they call you and you're saying the plate is 35 or it's 40. They don't understand. Hey,
But the 15
cities now they are to so no. Uber na me de bre ono. Charge. Park na me park no. And depending on the corporate entity you are sending to them, you should know the packs you're using. You can't just use anything because it's your brand.
Yeah.
Understand? So you are getting the items. You are not that kind of market woman or caterer who would say that, oh, let's use all the tomatoes in our prono No, this is a brand going out.
Yeah.
So it's difficult when they are comparing prices and saying that you did this for me at this. Why is it that this time around you're doing it for me at this price? So the challenge is there, but with God, we'll manage.
We'll manage. And you will get there.
We'll get there.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. So, like I'm saying, if you have any questions or comments as we have the conversation with Mrs. Susanna Prekodankwa, she's here. And if you want to ask any questions or if you have any comments, it is welcome on 02,092,925. We're still on the breeze, the midweek edition, which is the business edition. We are live on the Zeno FM app, on Ɔdadeɛ Radio app. We are live on our Facebook, Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana, Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and on our YouTube channel. We are also live. You can join our live chat on our YouTube channel as well, whilst we continue to engage with Ms. Dankwa on all the things she's doing and everything. Well, to continue with it, I want to find out as an entrepreneur and a startup business. Do you have somebody who keeps your books, or how do you come to that aspect? Because I believe that, okay, you're a banker.
I keep my books myself.
You keep your books yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a lot of work.
Okay.
The same.
You have to finish from the kitchen and then come and work out your books.
Okay, so you are combining this entrepreneurship with being a mother and being a wife.
A wife.
It's not easy.
Does it affect your family?
Sometimes it does.
I know of the sneezing thing, but I don't know if there's any other way.
Sometimes it does, because sometimes when I have overwhelming orders,
okay,
I have to tell my husband, look,
Charlie,
today you have to cook.
Cook, help me.
Yes, today you have to cook. Sometimes you say, oh, I ate in the office, so I'm fine.
Okay.
And that eases the pressure of you, yes. But you're producing, you're doing your deliveries, you are getting your own raw materials, and you're doing the bookkeeping yourself. Okay. It's not easy. One thing is, and it's a hard truth.
Okay.
Just that the youth of today don't like working. They don't.
I was coming to ask about whether you're thinking of
they don't
probably employing or getting
the
support.
One time I employed someone. The products were going to someone in the US. White people were eating this thing, and there was a switch of labels.
Switch of labels?
Yes. So imagine a white person who doesn't take pepper. Their noses are turning red at the meeting. The person calls you, Madam, oh, the pepper you brought is hot. I specifically told you I wanted mild. Just because whilst the person is working, the person is on phone, chatting, WhatsApping. The concentration
is not there.
Is not there. you send someone to do deliveries for you. Somewhere along the line, he gets something else to do. He forgets about yours and things. Can do a quick one here before I do the person's delivery. Maybe the person who ordered the sauce is eating lunch, and then the sauce gets there at 2, and then the person has finished eating. So to get workers to help, I need real dedicated staff who are ready to bend their backs to have the product and the company running in the right direction.
But are you planning on looking at that direction and probably expanding?
Yes. So looking at that direction, the first thing I'll probably deal with is how to get the raw materials to me.
Okay.
It's probably
like your supplies.
Yes, to me, instead of me
going
to them.
Okay.
That will cut out a great deal of work.
Okay.
So, when that part is sorted out, then I can start thinking about now getting people on board and expanding. Yes, because people are enjoying the product. People love the product, and I mean, a business that doesn't grow and grow well, it shouldn't have started at all in the first place. So where I want to see Malay Foods is to have it running in the Kualas, ANCs that you can pick from the shelves or from their freezers, and I'm working hard at it. And we'll get there.
So there are plans to expand
in
future?
Oh yes.
Like the near future?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
We just have to gather the cash.
Okay, the cash needs to come.
Yes.
Well, Abna, as a new business, are you registered with the Ghana Revenue Authority? And are you using their newly introduced tax system, or are you under any kind of tax
Yes, I am.
system?
You know, they have for small businesses, they have a cutouts thing for you. So I'm under that.
Okay.
So you're working with that, and then you are also keeping your book straight at FDA.
Okay.
Because once you get it wrong there, you are wrong everywhere.
You are wrong everywhere. They'll begin coming after you.
Yes.
What inspires you to go on each and every day? Because I see there's a lot of work with what you are doing, especially you working out on yourself in the kitchen, doing your books and all that.
I think
what motivates you?
It's just the passion and the independence that I enjoy.
Okay.
Those are the two main things.
Like the independence as in
having my time and my space.
Okay.
Yes, to plan my business.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yes. And the other thing is the passion, and another thing again is knowing that you have a product that is bringing a solution.
Mm-hmm.
A healthy solution.
A healthy solution.
Yes.
It also motivates you.
Yeah.
Do you get motivated by your customers?
Oh yes. Some will tell you that, but hey, if this is how your green sauce tastes, and your black sauce a bit.
People order that one
yes.
as well. Okay.
Oh yeah, black sauce a bit, and I say no. I am switching the attention from black
sauce to green.
to green. So you can't have me do that. Sometimes people tell me that, we have the red chili sauce.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to Nando's and someone is like, have you ever thought about doing red sauce pepper? So that when the person is eating red one, no eating green one.
Green one.
And I said it's all in the pipeline.
The pipeline. So you get there.
We'll get there.
Definitely. And how do you deal, especially with difficult clients who might call you and Charlie burst out just for a slip of a mistake, or if I should say something that happened? I mean, some people can be very difficult to deal with.
It has to do with a lot of patience.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes the clients will tell you, deliver at my house.
Okay.
You deliver, and he tells you, give it to the security.
Okay.
Then you tell the security man, please, let it go straight into the freezer.
Okay.
Now the security man switches post.
And it is left at the security room?
Yes. And it's not kept in the freezer.
Okay.
Now the customer comes. Maybe this particular customer went to work and then was asked to make a trip to Cape Coast. So he didn't come home that evening, and comes back home on Monday, and the sauce has gone bad.
Wow.
And I am blamed.
The blame is on you.
Yes. But I was told to deliver at the gate for the security man.
Mm-hmm.
But I take.
But you take the blame.
Yes.
And then the calls keep coming.
Yes.
How do you deal with those things? I mean,
I
you just have to calm your customers down.
Jesus, sorry, sir. I'm really, really sorry. I think I should have taken the security man's number and reminded him to put it in the freezer. Please, I'll replace the bottles for you. It's a loss for you.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's a gain of the customer's trust.
Okay.
Again. And then the next time the customer calls you, he's telling you that, oh, make me palm nut soup and make me groundnut soup in it. That's even a bigger order for you.
Mm.
So another thing is be patient with your customers.
Okay.
You have to be patient. Entrepreneurship is
Something else. Something else.
So, yes, because if you are employing people, people should have the vision you have. Because if they don't have the vision you have, it's a lot of the way you want it done. If it's not done that
way,
yes, it brings the business down. Yeah.
So is that the main reason? Like you are doing stuff by yourself until
yes,
such a time that maybe you get somebody that you can trust to
and I have
support.
other friends who are entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I have a friend who makes juices,
mm-hmm.
and the number of juices she produces, it's cold pressed fresh juice. So I asked her, "Do you do all that?" She said, "I can't employ. I employed once, and the mess. They didn't cold press the juice. It all went rotten.
And that's a loss.
And she works. She does an 8 to 8 job. So she closes from work.
Mm-hmm.
So she during the whole day, she's occupied in someone's business. And so she's hoping that by the time she comes, whoever is there would have done some part of it.
Okay.
Then you get back and it's all a mess. Means you work here during the day, you come and work here during the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of stress.
Seriously. What about challenges? What has been your greatest challenge, and how have you managed such challenges that came up?
My greatest challenge has been stress.
Okay. You get stressed.
I tell you. And if you are not able to manage it, you take it out on your customers. You take it out. It comes naturally.
Okay.
You will take it out on the customers because you are having a lot to do, and then someone calls at the very last minute to change an order. Or the person calls you, maybe the person calls you around 10. And then the person says, oh, tomorrow there's a staff party and I wanted you to make food for about 30 people. 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Yes. I should have called you during the day, but I beg you.
You have to deliver.
You have to deliver. And then the person will add, I knew I would reach you because you said you work during the night. Until I'm from 11
late. Interesting. Sometimes I believe that some of these things made the work interesting. But what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur? I know you said sometimes an entrepreneur can be some way and
bringing a solution.
Bringing up a solution. Okay, like serving this client who called at 11 a.m.
11 p.m. What satisfies me is when I see a satisfied customer.
Okay. That gives you joy.
It gives me so much joy. You delivered, it's on time. You ask, did you enjoy the food? They said they loved it. We want a repeat.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a first timer. I just enjoyed your sauce. I love it. I tried this. Please, next week, bring me this.
Yes, okay.
And it makes you know that. So what I'm doing isn't bad.
Okay.
People still love what I'm doing.
Okay.
People are enjoying what I'm doing. And when I'm able to deliver on time, that gives me super satisfaction.
Wow.
Super satisfaction. Because it means that your labor was not in vain. You get tired the whole night, you do your production.
Okay.
The person says, get here at 10. 9:59, you're at the doorstep, you deliver, and the person's like, you're on time. It just gives you that kind of satisfaction. Yeah.
I see that. Just in case you just joined us, there's the Breeze Business Edition. We are wrapping up in some few minutes, and you've missed a lot. Conversation on entrepreneurship and having all this coming from a very strong woman like Mrs. Susan Abena Preko Dankwa is very inspiring. It's not easy, but you can see from her story that she is putting all the work, and in some few years to come, if it's big, then we know where it all started and the kind of challenges he's been through and everything that has happened on the way to getting her to be successful. You can join us at this point in time if you want to call 0302551014. If you still join us on our WhatsApp line 02092925. I know most of you out there, and especially if you are in the corporate space, if you are working elsewhere, you might want to do something aside. I mean, just to support yourself and your income. Being an entrepreneur is one of the things that this morning we've had opportunity from hearing from Abena, and of course, it feels like it's something really, really, very intense. But sometimes you will enjoy it as well. And if you want to venture, don't worry. I mean, keep going and doing what you have to do. And I believe you also get there. But what piece of advice would you, at this point in time, what piece of advice would you give, especially to students and young people who are vying or looking up to become somebody like you?
Don't aim at a white-collar job.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a passion to do something,
Yeah.
it most often would flourish when you follow your dream.
Okay.
Now, if you have the desire to do something, think it through
Very carefully.
Very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do not realize that whatever you're doing has no purpose,
Mm-hmm.
what's the purpose for what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
What product or what service do you have in mind to do?
Okay.
Do you have the people who are ready to support and patronize whatever it is you have in mind? And are you ready to go through the customer service, good customer service wahalas? And are you ready to market your product and bring a solution? Then hit the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
It is not easy. I won't lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you failed 300,000 times, but you must be on your feet 500,000 times. Because you sometimes you wake up and you ask yourself, so she do you
I can picture you thinking, I mean, along the line once.
You know, na meaning wabre.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you're really exhausted.
Uh-huh.
But then, that's your passion.
You don't have to stop. You don't have to give it up.
Yes, you don't have to give it up. Look, we decide. I'm not discouraging you from being your lawyer, but when you have something else bringing you extra income.
Okay.
Extra income.
Okay.
That is passion.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Extra income
Mm-hmm.
that has to do with your passion.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for it, no matter what it is.
Go for it.
Let me just briefly speak to this caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Please, your name and then where you calling us from.
Okay, my name is Albert, actually, Ɔdadeɛ 85. I'm coming from Bamako in Mali.
Okay. Your name is Albert.
Yes, Albert.
Okay. And you are Ɔdadeɛ?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Yes. Good morning, and of course, you are live on our show this morning, and if you have any contribution or question or anything to share with us, you can go ahead.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So we are saying if you have any questions or contribution, you can go ahead. Albert.
Okay. Thank you so much, Susan, and congratulations. I think I bought some of your products somewhere 4 or 5 years ago, and I really congratulate you for the effort so far. The way you delivered was so nice. You brought the products all the way to North Ganesh, and I just want want to thank you for the effort, and I see the company is going from strength to strength, and I just want to wish you all the best. Keep up the good work, and I believe you will make it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Albert. Albert is reaching us all the way from Bamako. And do you remember a client by that name?
Yes, I do.
You remember? Okay. So he says he's tasted it, and then of course, your delivery was also timely.
It used to be Malay spices, right?
Yes.
Now I see
Yes.
Malay foods.
Yes.
Malay, yeah.
Malay Foods is the name of the company. And Malay Spice is the product.
Okay. Albert, so thank you very much. We appreciate your time and your comment. You can also join us briefly if you want to call or WhatsApp. It's on 02092925. You can also call our studio line 0302551014. Madam Susan, at this point, maybe you might want to take us through for the benefit of those who just joined us, your products and services one more time.
Okay, so I have two products, and the two main products are Malay Spice Mix. Now, Malay Spice Mix comes in two forms, the powder form and the paste form. And the paprika that I prepare is a ready-to-eat sauce to go down with everything. That one comes in two sizes as well. It comes in the 600 grams and 300 grams.
Okay.
It comes in hot and mild.
Okay.
Hot is hot.
Hot. Not
Yes.
that hot. No.
Yes.
This
But
one is hot.
sometimes someone would order your hot, and then after eating, he would
said,
send you a
"Charlie, it's
message,
too hot."
Madam, why do you want to kill me? So what people normally do is they would take a hot, they would take a mild, and then they would combine to their taste.
Okay.
Yes, but if you're a hot person, hot is there for you. If you're a mild person and you want to enjoy with the children too, mild is available.
It's available.
Yes.
So, where can we locate you, your contacts, and probably your social media handles?
My social media handles on Facebook, I'm Malay Foods, and then on Instagram is Foods Malay,
Okay.
GH. And then you can call me on 0244 144478.
Okay.
And you can WhatsApp me. You can call me on 0244 144478.
Okay.
And you can WhatsApp me on 0277
Okay.
60 60 40. 0277 606040.
Okay.
Please don't WhatsApp on the 0244. WhatsApp on the Tigo.
Okay.
Then I can get your orders. If it's a
Okay.
call, you can call both numbers. If it's WhatsApp, it should be on the Tigo.
But can I call you at 11 p.m. because I know you'll be working late?
It is about, I'll pick your call because I know who person will judge me. I'll pick your call.
Very interesting session with you this morning. We want to, at this point, edge you on. Ɔdadeɛ Radio is also there for you. With just your little support, we can also continue to support and advertise you and make sure that you hit, the markets very, very well. So we'll continue to, engage and see how we can move on. Maybe you have any last words, any shout outs, anything you want to add before you take
big
over?
Thank you to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Especially to my big brother Samuel J. Mante, because I know he's a part of this.
Yeah.
Yes,
Big Sam.
and then to my other brothers, to Paul, who's also an Ɔdadeɛ. Andrew, who's also an Ɔdadeɛ.
Okay.
They have been helping me with my raw materials from the UK.
The black pepper.
No, the raw material, the black pepper, yes,
black
and
pepper
then the
mentioned.
onion and
Yeah.
So a big thank you to all of them. A big thank you again to my fourth brother, is Josiah. He's also an Ɔdadeɛ, and then to my husband and to all friends who have supported me this dream. He keeps saying, keep doing it, you'll get there, keep doing it, you get there. Thank you to all those customers who have enjoyed my product and keep enjoying my product. Keep the orders coming in. I promise never to let you down.
Okay.
And I pray that with God's help, we can grow and grow and grow and grow this business till we can't grow any longer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best. This will not be the last, but I believe that you'll be hearing more of my live food, certainly on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Yes.
So just keep your dials locked.
All right.
Sudan, thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you very
lovely day.
All right.
And enjoy the rest of the week.
And
all
same to
us,
you.
our listeners should enjoy the rest of the week.
Priscilla likes your you remember Priscilla, right?
Yes, I do.
And the person they even pan
Oh,
All right, so that'll be it for our conversation this morning with Madame Madame Susan this morning, and she's the CEO of My Life Foods. Make sure, Charlie, if you want that raw sauce, green one, of course, your spices, you will not have much time to do some of these things, and you can just place your order and probably keep it in the fridge because Charlie, we just are busy. So, order in them. Get it early and then keep it in the freezer. You can do all those, your chicken and your goats and all that spicing and everything, and it will go well for you. So that's for Breeze this Wednesday morning business edition. All right, so we're back to wrap up after this music, and then there'll be more here on Ɔdadeɛ Radio for you. Please stay tuned.
This is the breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You are live on the breeze on Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Jono, Bon Jono. Aqua Bonimi Famo Mina Jimmy High, Bon Jono. Ulega Jimmy Najila Lanta. No honey me Pamika Bobala. No honey me Johnny me dot Tamasam, Bon Jono. And me.
Somebody talk to Ramo. Hey, I got my way, you get your way, you get your own. Why you want cost me, boss me, force me to take what you want? Hey, life gets so many roots. Choose one way could give you fruit. Brother, we have suffered all.
And it's music from Amanziba Nats Brew. Charlie Sawa Samen will be so Sawana answer. Why? Kakwemi Juno. Bohu Juno. And it brings us to another exciting ending of the Breeze Midweek Edition, Business Edition, and it's been a wonderful time. We brought you some inspiration, we brought you some new trends. With Priscilla Gloria shared some lifestyle segment of the show with us this morning. On our big conversation, Mrs. Susan Abena Prekodankwa, CEO of Malai Foods, has had a very wonderful conversation with us on entrepreneurship. We are back again Friday morning, 10 a.m. On the Breeze. Big thank you to Priscilla Gloria and to executive producer Johnny Adofenin, aka Ɔdadeɛ Zonda, and to everybody who've earned and supported, to Clifford, to Michael Ɔdadeɛ. Happy belated birthday wish going out to Ogazi. Yes, yesterday was your birthday. Charlie, please, I never want from you. Hey, I'm on 4. Please, I said to you, I'm a pump. Enjoy the very best of the day, and of course, keep it locked on Ɔdadeɛ Radio every time. Coming up later on at 2 p.m. this afternoon will be Health Matters with Dr. Godwin Awuni Anafo. Please do make it at 2 p.m. for Ɔdadeɛ Health Matters. Enjoy the rest of the day. My name is DJ Use.
Yeah.